work in DEI in Texas. Of course, my job does not exist anymore.
I work in DEI. Of course, I have horror stories.
Ooh.
I work in DEI. Of course, I'm looking for a job right now.
I work in DEI. Of course, I know how to hold a straight face.
I'm a DEI professional. Of course, people think I don't do anything all day.
I work in DEI. Of course, everyone thinks they can do my job.
Now I will never be your hater, I'm your biggest fan. I hope it falls into place just how you planned it. Life could put you in a pickle, just make sure it's kosher. Lean on me like Bill Withers until you smell the roses. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. More importantly, you saw the clip. Google the book first so you can find it on Amazon. The interesting thing about DEI, affirmative action by another name, that's what I would say. In this clip or skit, it's a remix of the same thing. And what that remix is this: a bunch of black women, basically in HR, human resources, whose job is to quote unquote fight for all the people discriminated against. But you just see a bunch of black women. And you start questioning, okay, if this is going down and you need diversity, equity, and inclusion, if all of y'all are quote unquote getting fired, what happened to all the people that that got equity and included? What happened to all the people who were, in the LGBT community? Did they get fired? Or if you hired more Hispanics or Asians or more Arabs, did they get fired? And the answer is no. Did you get black men hired? Probably not. you know, but this is a norm. It's a repeat of what has happened in the past. And the only one left out holding the bag, per se, in this corporate situation would be black women. And the idea that, if we got in the building, we could make changes, that hasn't really worked out well. It hasn't really worked out well. And you see a lot of, not necessarily begging and pleading, but I would say a lot of shock. You see a lot of sisters who are shocked, like, this is happening in 2024. It happened in 2014. It happened in 2004. It happened in 1994. It happened in 1984. Hey, you want to scroll back all the way to some lady's favorite movie. I was about to say The Color Purple, but it's not The Color Purple. It's the Hidden Figures. About the sisters who helped do the math for NASA to get to the moon. And guess what? At least that showed also diversity, equity, and inclusion wasn't working well for them either. So you have to start asking the question, who have you been fighting for? And this spills over into the political commentary, the political conversation of, you saying you fighting for justice and fairness in America, but really you fighting for other people's justice and fairness. And when they get quote unquote justice or fairness or equity or inclusion, they turn around and they don't even say, hey, you help me get in here. I'm gonna make sure you're all right. I'm gonna figure out something for you. That doesn't happen. And the question is, how many times do you have to get stabbed in the back and then in the face to get it? Because what it looks like is, and I'm going to say it in this way, we don't talk enough about the women who start figuring out that they've been helping people who stabbed them in the back. And then when they figure it out and go, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. Those people make sure they're fired and then hire. Then a new sister might get hired. And she's brand new and she's green and she's like, oh, I'm going to work for the world and make this a better place. And the lady that left she's bitter and she doesn't, she can't get along and she had a bad attitude. When truth be told, they got rid of her because she knew the truth. And you would assume that Black women, even in corporate America, would talk to other Black women about what's coming next. But it seems like they don't. They don't say, listen, this might happen, this might happen, this might happen. When you see this happening, there's a writing on the wall. There was a conversation Stephen A. Smith was having about Shannon Sharp. And he said he called Shannon Sharp after him and Skip got into it on Undisputed. And he said, look, I don't have inside information. I'm not, playing games, but I'm going to tell you, you're done. Because I know that man. And after that happened, you're done with him. Period. And he's like, when all that happens, just know I got your back. And thus Shannon Sharp is on ESPN now. And the thing that people seem to forget is this. We don't hear those stories about the Black women. Even with you don't hear Sage Steele say, I talked to Curry Champion, I let her know, da-da-da-da-da. I talked to, you don't hear a story of Joy Reid talking to somebody or somebody talking to Joy Reid. They don't really say that because it seems like these positions that some of these ladies have been put in, they don't think past themselves. They don't, as much as you want to open a door for other Black women and Black people, y'all really just a singular people not looking at the big picture and not involving yourself with people who are more informed than you. And you can even say that with the situation with the Fannie Willis thing. It's like somebody should have told you if you was going after Trump, you probably the blackest person in this thing, so they're probably going to come after you. They should have told you that. You know what I mean? But they didn't, obviously. And then you wasn't Black at first, and now it's Black power, it's racism now, and it's like, how did you get caught off guard with this? You should have seen this coming a mile away. And this is the issue with DEI and Black women in corporate America, just in my opinion. You tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace. You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna tell you that.